Greetings and blessings. Queen Witchy here with another video. I am going to do, or attempt to do in the next few days, videos through the moon sign. So our moon sign is very important for us to learn about. And if you don't have your astrology chart, you should get it. You can go to astro.com. You can just Google free astrology charts. And if you don't know much of anything about your chart except your sun sign, take a look at it and learn about your moon sign. Your moon sign is important because it's about relationships. It's about how we deal with relationships. It's about that part of us that we don't usually express outwardly to many people. And it's very important because it can indicate a lot about how we deal with people and ourselves. To some, it's considered almost like the subconscious self because it's not outright, it's, to me, your personal person in a sense. But it's a very important aspect of our astrology charts. We hear often about our sun signs. We hear about moon signs, of course. In most readings you will hear this is for your sun, moon, or rising sign. But this video right here is all about the moon sign. I'm going to attempt to do a reading for every sign according to the moon. So again, learn about your moon sign is very important. It works behind the scenes. It's often considered like the mother part of us. It can maybe describe our own mothers. But it's that part of ourselves, again, that we don't often share outwardly with many people. Our sun sign is there, like bam, that's how we express ourselves to the outside. But our moon sign, again, is more inward. And when you show yourself compassion, your moon sign is energized. And we know that the moon changes its sign like every 2.5, 3 days, something like that. So you could have two people born in the same week that have the same sun sign, but the moon sign can be very different. So this is why you may know someone, say, a Sagittarius. They have that real fire energy. They're adventurous. They're friendly, outgoing, but their moon could be water. Their moon could be Cancer. And so that would be more how they deal with their intimate relationships. So yeah, they may have that Sagittarius energy, but because their moon is water, especially a Cancer moon, they're going to really deal with relationships differently. So we can assume people are a certain way just because we know their sun sign. But once we figure out their moon sign, it could be a total different thing. And that's why, we can sometimes assume a Gemini is a certain way, with Geminis are typically stereotyped as talkative, communicative, friendly, outgoing. Some people say, they're the shadow part, or they're two-faced, but they're flexible, okay? But every Gemini is not going to be the same because there's also a moon sign, there's also a rising sign. We have so much in our chart that affects us. But our moon sign is very important to know about. So since the moon is in Gemini, I'm going to start there. So I was thinking about maybe doing a separate video for each sign. But what I may try to do is, I'm thinking right now, the Gemini in my mind quick. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Gemini's sun sign. I'm not a Gemini moon, but the moon is in Gemini right now. So what I'm going to try to do is a quick couple of cards for each sign in one video. That's what I'm going to try to do. Okay. Versus my initial idea was to maybe do an entire video for each moon sign, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so Gemini moon. Anybody having any babies? Yesterday, October 6th, today, October 7th, and tomorrow, the 8th. Have a Gemini moon. Libra sun, Gemini moon. That's a lot of air. Shout out to the air signs. Okay. Can you tell us about what advice, what guidance? I'm just going to flip a couple cards. And hopefully, I can move pretty quickly. That usually doesn't happen though when I say I'm going to do a quick video. Gemini moon. What's the guidance for Gemini moon? Okay. Gemini moon. I see victory. I see you manifesting attention, praise, using your own power, taking back control of your life, doing your own thing, being like, hey, you know. So it's that energy to me of as if your sun sign was in Gemini, because this energy feels expressive. It's getting a lot of attention. It's focused. Oh, okay. So Gemini moon person, if you are in the occult, practice any esoteric work, you're intuitive, healer, any type of spiritual practitioner, listen up. Your power, that's the first words that come to my mind. Your power is being increased, magnified. Your intuition is on fleek. Pay attention to that. There's going to be a lot of movement. I see you being very grateful, you know, just giving thanks and praise to your divinity, to the divinity within and without and in all things. Just being so victorious, overcoming challenges, manifesting so much, like just really using your power, really knowing who you are and just being like, you know what? I can manifest anything I want. You don't have to deal with crap that you don't want to deal with. Like, focus. Really focus on your goals and dreams. If you want to make a vision board, write goals down. If you're manifesting, whatever you're manifesting, whether it's financial, emotional, or whatever, I'm just seeing and feeling so much energy of completion and things just happening. So make sure you take the time to breathe, because it feels like whatever you focus on with the intention of doing good and bringing positivity to your life and the lives of other people around you, it's going to really take off. I'll take that for myself, and my moon ain't in Gemini, but thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, next. Cancer moon. Cancer, 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 water sign Cancer, the crab. What message can we get for Cancer moon? Cancer moon. Okay, Cancer moon. All right, so you might have an air sign around you that's of importance, or that wants to be important. Maybe a job or career relationship or even romantic relationship. It seems like there's an air sign. I don't know if it's air signs are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or somebody that wants your attention, but you're not really giving them your attention right now for whatever reason. You're kind of ignoring them. Excuse me if you can hear background noise. It's just, I don't know. It's like they're coming towards you, but you're kind of ignoring. Yeah, it's like you don't really want to talk to them, but they have, it seems like they have a lot to say. So I don't know if they maybe have come across to you as harsh and, rude or disrespectful. And it's kind of like you're in your feelings, and maybe rightfully so. It's like, you know what, I ain't got time for you right now. I'm not going to talk to you. So it feels like somebody's been ignored because they didn't speak up properly. And they may be trying to hurry back in to cover their tracks or offer an apology, but it doesn't seem like you're really paying attention to it much. So that might be the right way to go. You might not need to pay attention to it. Because obviously they just didn't do the right thing. That's what it feels like. That's all I have for Cancer Moon. Okay, moving along. After Cancer, we have Leo. Leo the lion. Leo Moon. Okay, one came out already. Leo Moon. What messages do we have for Leo Moon? Okay. So, my first impression is you've had to wait and wait and wait for something. Wait for things that you were trying to manifest, maybe waiting because there were other people involved in what you were hoping to manifest, and it seemed to have taken such a long time. But while you were waiting, you will also learn a lot about yourself and the people around you. Your waiting was not in vain, and now you're coming into the time where the manifestation of what you've been waiting for is coming to fruition. And it's good, it's solid, it's stable. You're happy, you understand why you had to wait now, and you're thinking, yeah, it's all worth it now. I see why I had to wait. I see why. And if I hadn't waited, it may not have been this good after all in the end. So many blessings of material abundance, it looks like, but just stability and peace within yourself and around you. You go, Leo Moon. That looks good. Hey. Okay. Thank you. All right. Who's up next? After Leo, we have dun, 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 Virgo. Virgo. I can't even talk. All right. Virgo Moon. Virgo Moon. Boy, I know a lot of Virgo sun signs. I don't know if I know any Virgo moon signs, but whew, I might be challenged if I was in a relationship with somebody in the Virgo moon, though. Kind of hard to please. Possibly. I don't want to sound judgmental about any sign, but Virgo moon, what we got for you? Let's see. Virgo moon. Virgo moon. Okay, so Virgo moon. Okay, I think there's a couple different things I'm picking up here. Sorry for the background noise. Thought I was having people quiet. So Virgo moon. There's a transition or transformation going on here. And it's like, okay, playtime is over now. Virgo is an earth sign anyway. And this looks like, all right, you've played enough. Now it's time to sit your little self down and get back focused and do what you got to do. Okay, so a lot of things are just gonna like come to a halt. Some of it you may appreciate, some may not, but it's all because you got to get regrounded and get some things done, and be more productive. I'm hearing, okay, there's a time to work, there's a time to play, and playtime is over. Get back to business. Okay, that's Virgo moon. That's all I got. All right, up next is Libra moon. Okay, Libra moon. What messages do we have for you? Libra moon, Libra moon. Okay, well, bam. All right, right out the gate, and I haven't been showing the cards, but Libra, the Empress, there you are. Okay. Earth, feminine energy. So very well could be a pregnancy, a birth, because we have the Empress here, and maybe that maybe the pregnancy has seemed to be forever and ever. I know a lot of women say that. I never felt like that when I was pregnant. I tried to enjoy it and didn't want to rush through it. But I know a lot of times we hear women say, "Oh my God, I can't wait to feel like I've been pregnant forever." But this kind of feels like that. Like you feel like, okay, this is taking so long for me to birth this. So even if it's not a physical birth of a human child, it could be like there's been a project you've been working on, there have been things you're trying to create and manifest, and you've been trying and trying and trying, and it seems like you've been running into roadblocks and stuff that's been happening, but you didn't give up. You kept going, even when there were blockages. Sometimes you had to slow down because of external blockages, and sometimes you had to slow down because you needed to regroup yourself. But it's coming. It's still coming. The birth is going to happen. You know, some things just take longer than others for various reasons, but there's something beautiful being born here. And this similar to, I forget which sign it was, I just did. Manifesting something that you had to wait for, you know, like this has taken a lot of work, it's taken a lot of energy out of you. Like it's your baby, whether it's your physical human baby or something that you've been trying to make happen in your life. So this is your baby, you know, it could be a business. And so when you take care of it, when you water those seeds that you plant, when you give it the sunshine that it needs and the care that it needs, when you talk to the plants, you know, when you commune with the plants, when it grows and blossoms, the fruit that it gives would be beautiful, would be long term. This is, if I feel so much prosperity with this, this is like generational wealth. You know, you're not only creating something that you're going to enjoy, but you're going to be able to pass this on to your own human children, and they can then pass it on. So you're setting a good foundation here. So don't get frustrated, or try not to. You know, we're human. But when you do get frustrated, just take a deep breath and remember why you're doing what you're doing, and know that the outcome is going to be all that. Like, this is beautiful. What I'm feeling from this, you're just really going to enjoy it, and you're going to be so proud of yourself for sticking with it. Because what I'm hearing also is, what else you going to do with your time? Nothing. Like, you aren't happy with the life you have. You know you deserve better. And to give up on your dreams now just doesn't make sense, because then what? Clearly, there's people depending on you, and you need to have something in place for them. And it's part of your purpose. It's part of who you are to fulfill this project. That's so good. I like how that feels. Oh my. Many blessings to the Libra moon. Shout out to the Libra moon. Hey, next up, Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio moon. What message do we have? All right, we're already 20 minutes in. I guess that's not too bad for me. Scorpio moon. Thank you for the message. That one come out that way. Okay. Somewhat of a similar thing going on here. Okay. Part of this message is also about, you know, you planted something and you're watching it grow. This is more like you can see the evidence of something that you've been working on, and you're still feeding it, and it's going to give you a new leash on life. Like, you're just so excited. It's going to give you almost a brand new life is what it is coming across to me. Like, you're not even going to feel like the same person anymore because of whatever it is that you worked so hard for, that you manifested, that you've nurtured. It's just taking you to a whole new level, like, and you're free. So it could have been a lot of personal inner transformation. You could have dealt with childhood trauma, did some emotional healing for yourself, and now you're free. You release some negative karma. So now you get to start fresh, almost as a new person. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Shout out to Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon, you go. That's good. That's good. I love it. I love it. That's productive. Okay. Up next. Who's up next? Sagittarius. Bam, they look right there. Sagittarius moon. What message do we have for Sagittarius moon? Thank you for the message for Sagittarius moon. Okay. Sagittarius moon. You seem very lackluster. Like, I don't even care. I've been hurt, lied to. All I can think about is all this bad stuff. All this, the heartbreak and the pain that I've gone through. And it's like, okay, somebody's coming to try to tell a joke to cheer you up, and you're like, that ain't funny. I don't want to hear that. You know? But this message is to remind you that, yes, you've been through what you've been through, and it's important to acknowledge that. It's important to heal from that. But know that that's over. And now you can prepare yourself for moving into a better time. There's like a running theme of that. So work with yourself to try to get out of the despondency, and know that the sun still does shine. And you are only trapped in your mind, and you can be untrapped. You can free yourself from your mind, through your mind. Okay? So be encouraged. I'm sorry for whatever this hurt was, because it seems very, just very disheartening. It feels like betrayal, and betrayal by someone you didn't expect it from. And that's a very painful situation to be in. But guess what? sorry for them, because you can move on. So you can free yourself from the trap of despondency and hurt and pain. You can still acknowledge that pain, but that pain doesn't have to define you as a human being. And you don't have to take it into other relationships and other areas of your life. So acknowledge it, learn from it, of course, protect yourself, but remember that you can be free. That's your message. Sagittarius moon. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn moon. What do we have for you, Capricorn moon? Let's see. Capricorn moon. There are quite a few Capricorn sun signs. Capricorn moon, though. We're talking about the moon sign. Capricorn moon. What do you got? What do you got? How many cards you got? A lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, one more. We really don't have a lot, but I like this song. Okay. All right. So get out of your head. Get out of your head. Capricorn is an earth sign, of course. Okay, so if you're having trouble sleeping at night, Capricorn moon, remember to do grounding exercises. So I was just reminded of one that I used to do myself. And I saw it online the other day and I was like, oh, I got out of practice with that. So if you're up at night, you can't sleep, or if you're worried about stuff, or if you experience full-blown anxiety, whatever the case, doesn't really matter. You can do a simple grounding exercise such as just recognizing things around you. And you can even say it out loud. For example, you could say, I notice the black coat hanger in the room. I see 4 white walls. I smell my perfume. And you can begin to be present and focus on what's going on right here, right now. And it will help calm you and ground you, and it will help you sleep. It really will. And you can keep doing it. So even if you don't feel the instant transformation, keep doing it. Ground yourself. So you can think about something you smell, something you see, something you taste, dealing with the senses. Capricorn is about earth, the senses, okay? But even if it's just things that you see, whatever works in the moment. If you can name 5 things that you see, and like I did, do it pretty slowly, because again, you're trying to bring yourself back to yourself in the moment. And if your head is just full of all these kind of negative thoughts and you can't sleep and you're worried about things, being grounded in the moment is very important to do. Okay? It will help you to relax. And then you can focus and deal with whatever you need to deal with. So I'm hearing be kind to yourself, be compassionate towards yourself. Because some things we worry about, we may not be able to do anything about. If it involves other people and their decisions and their opinions and their reactions or whatever, some things we can't do anything about directly. But by helping ourselves, we can see the situation differently, see the person differently, maybe, whatever the case may be, and then we can decide what we need to do going forward. But we have to get ourselves calm first to make the best change or decision in the situation. Okay, Capricorn moon, wish you the best on that. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius moon. Getting towards 30 minutes. Oh boy. Aquarius moon. What message, what advice, guidance for Aquarius moon? All right. Okay. First thing that comes to my mind is, okay, let's be grown up about this. Let's be mature. So I don't know if it's you with the Aquarius moon that may not be behaving maturely, or someone you're dealing with, because lots of times in readings, the message that's coming out could be for somebody you're dealing with that's in your energy, in your life, in your family, somebody that you interact with very closely. It doesn't always have to be you, but that's my intention for this reading. But I am just the messenger, so it could go a different way. So, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't think you know everything about everything. Take some time. I'm here again, the message of being grounded here. Ground yourself a little bit. Learn. Get in touch with your emotions, but don't let them overtake you. Don't let your thoughts go running too far. Don't let your emotions take you too far. Bring yourself back to balance. Learn, listen. Don't overreact. Okay? Because overreaction, depending on the situation, well, overreaction can sometimes indicate, there's some growing that needs to be done. And again, we're human. I overreact. Most of us do at some point. But this is the guidance right now for Aquarius moon. Yeah, with your emotions, especially if you're dealing with someone romantically, if they give you any indication that they're not interested, leave them alone. Do not bug them, communicate, give them a chance to respond. If you let your feelings be known, if you're interested in someone, you want to take them out, or if you have taken them out and they're not responding to you, maybe they're not interested. And just let that be that. Don't stalk them. Because the energy I'm feeling here is like somebody who is feeling away because they weren't accepted. And it feels like somebody wants to push the issue. But sometimes you just have to back up, because everybody ain't for everybody. And if you're interested in someone and they're either telling you they're not interested or they're showing you they're not interested, then you need to back up. Okay? And sometimes people can have things going on that can delay them communicating with you, but you'll know. And at some point, if people are interested, they'll get back to you. But this really feels like you or somebody around you knows what's really happening. You know that it's not gonna go anywhere, do anything, and you need to leave it like that. That's the advice for right now. Okay. All right. And last, but certainly not least. Oh, no. This is not last because we started with Gemini. Yeah. Pisces. We're doing Pisces, but this is not last. Okay. Pisces is normally the last one through the zodiac. But again, we started with Gemini, so we got to go back through Taurus. Okay, so Pisces moon. Pisces moon. Water sign. Pisces. Okay, so there's messages coming through. And I'm seeing two different things off the bat. If you're in a romantic relationship and you have been cheating, somebody about to find out. Somebody about to find out. The information is coming, and it may come from various sources or through different ways of communication. Somebody might call you, somebody might text you, you might see somebody, and somebody might call you. But it looks like if that's the case, somebody getting told on is not. Which the information needs to be known if you're in a situation where you think that the relationship is committed and it's really not. Hurtful information is still helpful information because truth is truth, and you need to know where you stand with people, no matter how it feels. Because you can get past hurt, but if you don't know what you're dealing with, that's terrible. So somebody's about to know something. Another scenario I get, if it's not that, I'm getting that there's going to be maybe a job that's going to cause somebody to have to think about relocating, or that's going to be a possibility in the job, or lots of travel involved in a job. But it feels positive. It may affect, like if you have a family, you have to travel. It may affect how you have to deal with that. You may have to get lots of things in place to be able to travel, even if it's for just short trips. But it may be very frequently on a regular basis, at least for a little while, and so that will affect how your family runs and operates. So in that instance, it's good, but you're still going to have maybe seemingly negative consequences with it, because you might have to change up how you're doing a lot of things, and if you're not home a lot, that can affect your family life. But all in all, for that part, that's pretty good. All right. Next is Aries. Aries moon. What messages do we have for Aries? Aries moon. What you got? What you got? What you got? Aries moon. Okay. And Aries fire sign rather came out. So a big change is happening, sudden, unexpected change. Okay, so one scenario I'm getting here is there might be a cocky person around you if this is not you. Well, some people call, oh, he think he the man. So we might have somebody who thinks they're the man, but they're about to find out they ain't the man. Life may just bring the man down a notch or two, because it looks like something about to happen that the man wasn't expecting. Seems like he might have thought that he had everything planned. Oh, I got this situation over here taken care of, that situation over there. But there feels like it was maybe some deception going on. I mean, this could be romantic. This could be in a job situation, a family situation, that's not romantic. But it just feels like this person has this false sense of confidence that, oh, I got all this under control. I'm this and I'm that. But the intention behind what they were doing wasn't good. And so something's going to happen. And it's just like, boom, one day something's going to either be uncovered or just simply fall apart. So it could be a situation where, okay, he thinks he has it going on. He thinks he's got everything in the bag. But somebody else that he thought he had in the bag, they may be doing the same thing to him. And then he finds that out. And he's like, oh, what? I'm the man. You're not the man. So I feel like something like that might be going on. Another thing I'm getting that is almost completely different from that is because there was like some unexpected change and somebody did kind of like have the rug pulled out from under them unexpectedly that maybe didn't deserve it, and people thought they weren't gonna come back, thought they were going to be down, thought they were out for the count. But this person has regrouped and went within and got a hold of their inner strength and inner power and come back with a vengeance, back better than ever. And not come back as with a vengeance as in going to get revenge on anybody that may have done them wrong, because that probably has already happened. They probably already received their reward for that. But they're just standing in their own right now. And part of the vengeance or the revenge is just standing in their glory and being who they are. And so the situation, they took it and allowed it to serve them well. And they rebranded themselves. They came back from nothing. You know, it's like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. It's like, I'm back and I'm better than ever. You know, just doing their thing. And now the energy around them is positive and peaceful, strong, and nobody can mess with them. So whoever thought they were getting over on them, sorry for you. All right, that was a good message for Aries moon. At least that second one was. Now it's last, but certainly not least, Taurus moon. Taurus moon. First sign. Taurus. What message, advice, guidance we have for Taurus? Okay. All right. The first thing I'm getting is okay. Thanks. Okay, slow down. Okay, first thing is romantic. So it's like you go from a relationship where somebody was basically breadcrumbing you with their attention, their time, not putting enough energy into the relationship, so it was off balance, and you were kind of left waiting a lot. And so after that, it's either you move into another relationship or somebody else is coming offering you everything that you wanted emotionally. Everything. Like, just in love. And it's matching your vibration because you have a very loving heart. And this person is matching you emotionally. So it's like you're being repaid for the last situation that didn't work out. In a work situation, it feels like you had a job that was like that. Like you didn't get paid what you deserve. Like a teacher. I know a little bit about that. Like a teacher, you know, don't get paid well. It can be tough, especially depending on the age group or whatever you're teaching. But it seems like, okay, you were in a job that maybe, you know, you're part-time, you're contract or whatever the case, no matter what the case is, the money wasn't in balance with what you had to give out. It wasn't covering your needs enough. You can never progress enough. It was like there was a glass ceiling for whatever reason. And you just couldn't get far. You couldn't progress, and your finances could never be what you needed them to be. But because you had good intentions, you gave it your all, you gave it all your heart, you did give your best. Now you're being rewarded with something better. And also, you could leave this situation or be enticed to leave this situation because you're starting to do something that you are doing with your heart, you are doing something that you've always wanted to do, and then you're rewarded because it turns into something that can prosper you financially way better than the other situation. That's pretty good. Either way, whether it's romantic or not, it looks like and feels like you're going into a situation that matches you and that compensate you properly. So that's it for all the moon signs. I'm glad we made it through, even though pretty long video. But take care, and I hope the messages help. May the force of healing be with you. Peace.